Welcome back, everybody. This is Late Breakfast. I'm Taurian B.
And I'm first Klass Regg.
And we have our usual suspects.
Yo, Tavilas.
And
Yo, it's Robbie Digital.
And then we got my brother.
Some dollars.
Yes. And on this week's episode, we are going to talk about the blurred lines between hip-hop and athletes, right? So you have athletes that want to be rappers. You have rappers that want to be athletes. If you're watching ESPN right now, Drake is literally controlling the narrative right now because he's a huge Toronto Raptors fan in the NBA Finals. Like, what's the thing with like hip hop and basketball like going hand in hand so much? Like, is
as far back as I can remember, I mean, it dates back to like Shaq being a rapper. That was weird to me, but he had a Biggie feature. That was dope.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I think he smoked Biggie on Can't Stop the Rain.
Yo, please stop.
No,
listen to Can't Stop the Rain.
Yo.
Nah, he sounded good on that though.
Nah, he has his moments.
But then it got weird because then Kobe was rapping.
Kobe bodied that rapping Italian, my dude.
Kobe had a song with Tyra Banks.
He said with the blowout afro. Jadakiss used his beat. The pump.
Yeah, he used a disco beat.
That was
that was fire. Yeah. That was a fire beat though.
That was the Beans disc.
That just let you know what kind of beats he was using at the time.
Speaking of Jada, like Jada had the commercial with Allen Iverson, so like we've seen basketball and hip hop collide in a lot of different ways. Yeah, exactly. P was shit. He was in the league. So
he played for Raptors and Charlotte Hornets.
So we've always seen it. I think they just always had a mutual respect for each other's fields, and some of them tried to play it up.
I think it's deeper than just basketball. I think all sports, because then you see, like, for example, the main person who got his ass beat recently, Anthony Joshua, was seen going everywhere with Drake, and it's to the point now multiple fighters and in MMA and boxing are like, yo, Drake can't come near our camp. Anybody in our camp.
Well, I mean,
I don't agree with that. I think it's mainly basketball. And I think because like growing up in the inner city, you have a basketball court or it's three things. You either, like Biggie said, you either slinging crack rock or you got a wicked jump shot. Or you can rap. Mostly in the inner city. Like that, those are like the three options that you have because those are the three successful people that you always see. You always see a successful ball player, you always see a person selling drugs, and you always know about somebody that's rapping that looks like you in the inner city. So I always think that that's the connection that's going on with it. Like other sports, like you have to buy equipment. So it's rare that if you get on a football team in the city, like your family got bread. If you get on a soccer team, any other sport, like it's like, oh, you going to Chelsea Piers to do fencing? Mm-hmm. Like your parents really love you, huh? Yeah. Like it's like a thing. But like you can go in the city and find any ball court and be able to just do that and just go around and like have that going on, and if it don't work out, you just start rapping. I got plenty of friends. No shade to any of my friends that used to play ball that rap now, but it's a few of y'all.
Rapper goes to the league.
Y'all niggas.
What I was gonna say is, I think the relationship between hip hop and basketball has always been there, even before that, because Spike has given us some of the most prolific black cinema ever that's been layered in culture and hip hop. And we know how he feels about the Knicks. So I think,
unfortunately for him,
I don't know why. It's like being
listen. We're not gonna do that right now. All right, that's not the subject right now. All right,
with hip hop and basketball is like synonymous at the same time because you got to think about it. Some of the best battles or some of the best times, some of the first times I seen rappers was in the park. Like I'm from 143rd, so I used to
nigga.
I used to see Mace like in the park on 39th and Lenox, like walking around, like you know what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't see, you see dice games in the park, you see everything in the park, you see your first battle rap in the park, you saw your first time Smack DVD came to your block. I bet it was in the park. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you saw the first Smack DVD battle was somewhere in Foster or something. So it's like. Hip hop and basketball is like the same shit. Like it's like it's always on the same court all the time.
Remember when Fat Joe had Terror Squad going against Team Rock and the Rucker? Yeah, and that summer when like they had like the super duper teams.
Yep.
Like Hove had a team with Shaq, like Prime Shaq,
and you had to get there early because if not, you weren't seeing shit.
It was Hove had Shaq, LeBron. I just remember Shaq and LeBron on
Icy White Wednesdays.
Yes, Icy White Wednesday. But like, Fat Joe had like Ron Artest.
Marbury. They had motherfuckers that was jumping out the motherfucking TV. Like they had people that was actually busting ass like at the moment, like really coming to like That shit was
a
it was crazy growing up being young.
Yo,
And
that
they
was
were putting
crazy
money up too on
experience.
these.
That's the
whole
whole
thing.
Icy White Tees. Oh
Like,
man,
Rocky was
David
eating.
Stern got on the phone like ASAP and said, "Yo, if you stay your ass on that fucking van." There was no way David Stern was gonna let LeBron fucking James set foot on that record court.
Do you think it goes even back further than that with Pee Wee Kirkland?
Absolutely.
So I think that relationship and that tie, there's certain
Because they was playing record too.
There's a certain degree of similarity between hoop stars and street stars.
Mhm.
They pretty much have the same fans, and the allure to them is always gravitated from the younger generation. So I even knew drug dealers that were amazing basketball players too.
All the time.
So I think that there's a certain degree to that, and then you also have to pretty much remember that these basketball players are coming from inner city areas, and what is their background? What is the bedrock to their pretty much their soundtrack to their life is their hip hop music. So for me, I remember the publicity and the amount of campaigning that the Fab Five got, and how they changed college basketball, and how when they went to the A, how those things changed. So that relationship between hip hop and sport has always been there. Now the joke is that LeBron is A&R. So now you see him getting unreleased music and unreleased albums and premiering albums and doing features. This is something that we've
or him just in his car like this.
Why are you saying it's a joke?
Slim,
Did he
how you
A&R
felt
album?
about LeBron's A&R skills?
I felt like in the beginning I felt like it was cool when nobody noticed that's what was going on, because he wasn't doing it on purpose.
Right.
Like he was just like I remember when he first played T Grizzly, it was like around the time I first heard it. I didn't hear it from him, but it was like I heard it that week. And then when he was playing it, I was like, oh yeah, he knows. And I was like, oh, LeBron, like it was like an insight into LeBron be knowing that he want to listen to something real. He don't want to listen to like the off-brand, like it's cool because you say it's cool. He want to be like as up to date as all of us are.
Right.
So it's like I think it was like that for like 3 or 4 artists or something, and then it was a thing.
That was
And
first
then it
day out,
became
right?
like it was a thing for me. It got weird when he did Eminem. I was like, nah. I was like, all right, you're not gonna get me with that one. It's not that I don't fuck with Eminem, but it was just like
pull a fast one on me.
I was like, oh, you guys.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like,
There's money now.
Yeah,
But at the same time, there's
There's
a cool part to vibing to a track and then going to LeBron's page and he likes the same thing. That was the cool thing about it too, because like you said, like you already heard.
It was cooler when he had a 6-second clip of it in the back playing low, and you know it because you know the record.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like Iverson was lit in social media shit.
I ain't gonna lie. If they had something with AI,
Iverson would probably be the guy that.
Iverson would be.
He put people on it so much. He would have been that dude. He would have been.
I think
he would have been one of them.
AI
guys.
would have had to start a record label the way he would have, because everybody would have knew AI was authentic. AI wasn't going to just do some shit because somebody did it. I can't see AI doing it.
Remember, he had a rap name.
Jules, or some shit like that. They would not let that album come out. Back to this Drake guy. All right, so Drake is the Toronto Raptors ambassador.
People forgetting he got like a little thing with them.
Yeah, he got like a little clout. So
like people acting like he just showing up buying tickets.
He actually has more clout than Spike Lee ever could have.
And he's
a tourist attraction for where he's from. So
he has
a blazer.
He has a sneaker collab.
He has the OVO sneaker collab. He
hosts the NBA awards.
He has the Raptors jersey is in black and gold. Like you can buy it as an alternate.
Yeah.
So
they designed it.
I don't know how much of his rumor to be true, but I think he's like 5% of the economy in Toronto.
Nah, probably
like,
OVO Fest.
So to be 5%, that
KOTD
makes you a
brings
small
a lot.
economy
within
a community.
All right, and on that note, we're gonna wrap it up. I'm Taurian B.
I'm First Klass Regg.
And this is Late Breakfast. Thank you guys.